Hey, this is Chuck, and you are listening to Fans with Bands, the podcast where we talk to the fans and the bands they dig about life, music, and whatever the hell else we want to talk about. Today's episode is brought to you in part by Fret Rescue. Located in Southeast Michigan, Joe at Fret Rescue has over 17 years of experience as a journeyman luthier. From basic setup to major repairs and restorations, you can put your trust in Fret Rescue. Contact Fret Rescue via email at fretrescue@gmail.com. You can also find them on social media by searching for Fret Rescue, @FERTRESCUE. That's Fret Rescue. Hey, this is Chuck, and as you know, you're listening to Fans with Bands. Hey, I'm on a break this week, and I wanted to share some thoughts on some excellent music that is made my way. Since, don't have an interview for you, this way you can get some music from Michigan and some info that hopefully helps, and hopefully you'll be out there picking up this music as soon as it's available. The first one is Room 101, the band, and their album Apostasy, and I hope I'm saying that right. Apostasy, Apostasy. This album is absolutely incredible. The music is just crushing and very nuanced, very I'm not exactly sure how there's these great dynamics in the music that come through, and it may seem contradictory that you talk about a heavy band being nuanced, but Room 101 has crafted this album. It's like just loaded with very thick and brooding riffs. The tunes, there's passages you just feel like you're in a tumultuous ocean. Just heavy, crushing music that is, very much in the doom, spectrum. But don't pigeonhole it. If you're trying to think of some bands that they sound like, I would say very much in the vein of Cult of Luna or Neurosis. Just that, monstrously heavy music, with very inventive songwriting. So that's Room 101, and that's their album called Apostasy, which should be out in March. I don't have the exact date. I think it's early March, but that one is definitely one to pick up. The other one that I highly recommend is the new album from Carbon Decoy called Superstition Plagues the Purity of All. This thing is glorious. It's hypnotic. It's driving. It's the music that you want to listen to when you want to amp up your soul and just feel alive. The way I kind of describe it is like there's just a throbbing, pulsing drive to the drums and bass, and that kind of sets the stage for this really it's kind of hypnotic, exotic kind of spells that come from the guitar. The guitars are really soaked in reverb, echo, and fuzz, so it's definitely I want to say stoner rock, but don't pigeonhole it again, right? It's dank, it's lush, it's just really great rock music with this bluesy undertone that hits home. It's really, really good. So the guys in Carbon Decoy, they're out doing their touring and doing all they can to support this release. You should definitely go treat yourself and get yourself a copy for sure. I believe you can get it on Bandcamp. I'll put some links in show notes so you can at least get to the band and stay in touch. All right, last piece of news I wanted to share with folks, and hopefully you can pass this along for me and share the information as well, is I'm working with my friends at Manchester Underground Music and Art, the Stratton Set List, and the Michigan Music Alliance on a 3-day event called GIG, the Art of Michigan Music. So now what GIG, the Art of Michigan Music, is all about is it's about showcasing the gig posters, the t-shirt art, the album art, and the concert photography. Like all that art that you experience as part of Michigan music. It's, all those visuals, all those things. A lot of times you may see a cool poster, you may see a cool album cover, and you wonder at least I do. I wonder who made that? Or you see a review and you see some pictures of bands and you think, Those are fantastic. Who took those? So that's the goal of Gig, the Art of Michigan Music, is to shine a spotlight on those folks. And this is happening in November, so you got plenty of time to prepare. So mark your calendar, November 8th, 9th, and 10th, and it's happening at Art 634 in Jackson, Michigan. So that's, again, November 8th, 9th, and 10th at Art 634 in Jackson, Michigan. Art 634, they've got plenty of awesome events going on all summer. So I honestly would spend, basically this whole summer. I would plan right now to be in Jackson as much as you can, because we've got tons of great events happening there. So, like I said, this is a 3-day event. The first night will be a kickoff. Friday night, we'll have a special event for meeting the artists. So you get to see these folks and talk to them and get their story. We're going to have, we'll supply dinner as part of that ticket for the Friday night, as well as some drinks, and we'll have some live music with a special guest, a very special guest. But we've got some killer bands. I mean, they're all special guests. I shouldn't say they're just one. They are all going to be kick-ass. We'll have the announcement of these bands coming up shortly. Saturday is Saturday afternoon. That's your chance to go check out the art again if you didn't get a chance on Friday. And to learn. We're going to have some special learning sessions available, including topics on like marketing your brand, which could be, you could be an artist, you could be a band, whatever. Hope to have some sessions on photography, do some things like on the business side. I know it can be kind of boring, but, how do I set up an LLC, so my band is a separate entity, a business entity. We'll also have Fret Rescue out, and they'll be doing some guitar maintenance. They won't actually be doing the guitar maintenance there, although maybe you can talk to Joe into doing that, but they'll be available to talk about guitar maintenance and setup. And if you're hungry that day on Saturday, we'll have food trucks out there for you. On Saturday night, we're going to have more live music, so it's kind of like a Saturday night mixtape is what I'm thinking of it. Another great set of bands that'll be going Saturday night. We'll have a cash bar available, so you can, have a couple of drinks and, again, hang out, check out the art, and enjoy some music. On Sunday afternoon is our music market. So we're going to have vinyl records out there for sale from some retailers. We're going to have band merchandise. We're going to have posters, T-shirts. You can pick up your gig stuff if you want, and other music-related items. Hopefully we'll get some music instrument retailers there. Still working on that, but if you're interested in being a vendor, you've got like music related items, please hit me up. And speaking of hitting me up, here's the info on how to do that. So Gig, the Art of Michigan Music, again, happening on November 8th, 9th, and 10th at Art 634. That's going to shine a huge, giant, brilliant spotlight on the dazzling visuals that make up Michigan music. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. I hope that you can be there. The way to stay in touch is, obviously, you can stay in touch with those bands, but probably the best way is on our website. So that is gig-art-of-music.com. You can get all the information that we have currently. We're still working on tickets. We do have some discounted hotels, which we'll have that link up shortly. We're also going to be looking for artists, so if you're an artist and you're looking to be part of Gig, that will be coming up shortly as well. So we're in progress, but wanted to get this information out to you. So anyway, back again, Gig, the Art of Michigan Music, November 8th, 9th, and 10th at Art 634. So this event, thankfully, we couldn't do it without our sponsors. And our sponsors are Life in Michigan, Manchester Underground Music and Art, Experience Jackson, and Ogma Brewing in Jackson. See Experience Jackson for all the information you need to have a fantastic time in Jackson, Michigan. Jackson has really come along. They've got a lot of stuff going on, like I mentioned, tons of great events happening. And so Experience Jackson is your go-to for all the information you need to have a great time, whether it's hiking, whether it's biking, whether it's exploring the outdoors, going to parks, museums. this city is coming back, and if you've not been to Jackson in a while, I encourage you to get out there. Our friends at Ogma Brewing, I mean, I love those guys, and I love the beer that they make. I love their pub. It's, it speaks to my soul. They make fantastic beer and have a killer kitchen that makes super great food. So, come on out to Jackson. Come on out to GIG, the Art of Michigan Music. Come support our friends who are supporting us and helping us make this happen. And, it'll be a great time. So, that's it. So, with that, I'm going to leave you guys. I appreciate your Fans with Bands patronage. And hope to see you in Jackson all summer, basically. But for sure, November 8th, 9th, and 10th. And, come out there, and maybe we can talk about, these awesome albums. And I'm sure there'll be tons of killer albums coming out between now and then. But, yeah. So, that's it, man. I will talk to you guys later. All right. See ya. Bands are nothing without you, the fans. Purchasing music and merchandise is critical to their survival. If you can help out your favorite bands, please do. If you're in Michigan, consider following the Playing in Detroit Area Tonight and SE for Southeast Michigan Music Facebook pages. They are fantastic places for fans and bands to support each other and share our combined love of music. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to hit subscribe on your favorite podcast service to get each and every episode of Fans with Bands. Spread the word by rating the show, telling your friends, telling your neighbors, telling your family, telling your priest, tell everyone, and leave a comment. We want to hear what you think. You can keep in touch by following us on social media. This is a Life in Michigan production. Until next time, be well and kick out the jam.